Hey medical assistants, it's Lisa Corrales with Medical Assistant Network coming to you today to bring you a new segment called Medical Assistant Academy or MA Academy, where I'm going to give you little tidbits on things like resumes, interviewing, soft skills, professionalism, all kinds of little things to help you get that dream job in medical assisting that you've always wanted. So today is going to be about resumes. I'm going to give you 5 quick tips on what should be on your resume so that it gets put in front of office managers and they want to take a look at it and invite you in for an interview. So I've received a lot of resumes lately and every single one of them has problems. These are simple fixes that you can do to make sure that your resume doesn't have any of these issues and that it gets sent straight on through to the office manager or doctor, whoever is interviewing for your office that you're trying to get a job at. So number 1 is no email. I've seen resumes come across and they don't have the person's email address on them. That's a big mistake because a lot of times office managers, they might send an email to set up an interview instead of calling a person. So if your email's not on there, you might automatically get thrown out and you could have been the best person for the job, but because your email address wasn't on there, they just kind of toss you into the trash can, your resume at least. And please, when you're putting an email, make sure that it's a professional email. It can even be your name. So if you want to put like my name, I could put lisacorrales@gmail.com, or you might want to add some numbers in there if yours is already taken, whatever, but don't make it like sassy pants, at Yahoo. You want to make it professional. If you have your sassy pants email and you want to keep that, that's no problem, but create another one just strictly to send resumes in for jobs. It's really important. Number 2 is certification. I am seeing resumes come over where people are listing that they are certified, but they're not telling me what certification they have. Are you CCMA? Are you CMA? Are you RMA? It's a big deal to put what your certification is and where you received it from. If you're CCMA, you got that through NHA. If you're CMA, you got that through AAMA. So there's different ways you can get your certification, and which one you have lets us know where you got it from. And it doesn't necessarily matter where you got it from. Some offices might require that you are a CMA or a RMA. So, we need to know which one you are, where you received it, when did you receive it, list that on your resume. Also, those credentials, you earned those. Put those after your name. So Lisa Corrales /CCMA, like those, you earned that. You want to make sure that you're providing that on your resume. Add it to your name, as many as you have, the more the better. Number 3, this is a big one, is proofread. I'm getting resumes with mistakes on them, and it just shows that you clearly did not go over your resume and look at it before you submitted it. This is a huge no-no. In medical assisting, documentation is key. If you cannot document correctly, you cannot work in the medical field. That means you're putting patients' lives at risk. You're putting your doctor's license on the line. You have to be able to document. If an office manager or doctor receives your resume and you have a lot of mistakes on it, there's no way they're going to call you in for an interview. They don't want mistakes in their charts. If you can't even make your resume without mistakes, that doesn't look very good for what you're going to do in the office once you get there. It's simple. Proofread it and have somebody else proofread it. You look at it. Then once you think it's good, send it to someone over. It's always good to have another set of eyes look at your resume before you submit it. Number 4, punctuation. This is a huge one. Again, this kind of goes along with proofreading, but I was getting resumes. I got one where someone actually put an apostrophe instead of an I multiple times. I know that they meant to put an I, but they put an apostrophe. It was probably just, a typo on the keyboard. They're typing really fast, but that is something you cannot submit. You cannot submit something like that. If you're spelling out communication and there's no I's and there's just apostrophes in it, it doesn't look good. So you need to make sure that you're reading those over again and having proper punctuation in your resume. And number 5 is format. I was getting resumes where it's kind of all mixed up. The eye is drawn to clean, organized lines. So we want to see where your skills are. We don't want to have to read through the resume to find it. If you have dates on the right-hand side, make sure those dates are lined up. It doesn't look good if there's a date here and then a date kind of over to the left and then you come down and it's back over to the right. We want to make sure that that's really clean and organized and it's easy to look at and see where you went to school, where you worked, and where your dates were. So just make sure that all your formatting is good. That's pretty easy to set up at the beginning of making your resume. Just put, build it into a resume template, or just put your margins in at the beginning of writing it, whether that's on Google or Word or whatever it is that you're using. So those are 5 tips. There's many, many more things that you need to do to your resume to make sure that you stand out. But those are some things I've been noticing recently that I wanted to give you guys some quick tips on. So I have many, many more tips for resumes and interviewing and all things MA. So please make sure that you subscribe to this, to my YouTube channel, Medical Assistant Network on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and make sure that you join the network at www.medicalassistantnetwork.com. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me at placement@medicalassistantnetwork.com. Until next time, have a great day.